Hello, everyone. Welcome. How are we? Hope we're good. Happy Friday to everybody. Yeah, Traitors has been on it, so I'm a little bit late for that. Sorry. I'm very much getting me Traitors on at the moment, so yeah, we're a little bit late. But here we are. Moonwalking in, as we say, Llama. Absolutely. We're making sure that we are fully MJ'd up this evening as well. Excuse me. Also, OBS threw me a little wobbly. Lights are playing up. OBS decided it was going to reset itself, which is always a brilliant idea. Lights are, of course, doing their own little thing. It can only mean one thing, can't it? It can only mean we're back at Darlington. And if you remember in the last stream, things were actually going quite well. So obviously the internet and the universe is trying to throw us off and trying to make us question ourselves. We've got, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 14 or 15 games left of the season. That's not very many. I think we can maybe sneak the playoffs if we keep up this level of performance. It's a big if, isn't it? It's a big if. Welcome one and all, and everyone. Hope you're well. This it's like it's already annoying me. Right, there we go. Welcome, Ian, just in time. Lulu Booster's here. Llama is, of course, here as well. Ryan the Trucker says Rachel's annoying, isn't she? I mean, look, she's trained by the FBI, Ryan, so you know what I mean. Not everybody can get trained by the FBI. Kryzar, in as well. Busy Baron, I'm watching the trailers now. Well, I won't spoil anything for you, Baron. Rougeau's here. Viva's in as well. Welcome, everyone. And of course, everyone who's chilling in the background. YouTube as well. Hello, YouTube. Pleasure to have you in, as always. We should say, piss off to this light is what we should say. We should say we're currently 9th, right? We're currently 9th. Has she had FBI training? Well, do you know what, Ryan? No, she probably hasn't, but she said it. Clearly, I mean, also the chief inspector of the Metropolitan Police was wrong quite a lot. So let's not just, let's not go with that. Dan, we're not doing spoilers. Don't worry. We're not doing spoilers. For the traitors, don't worry. We're 9th. Let's look at this. We're 9th at the minute. We are currently, what's that? What's my maths looking like? 8 points behind Curzon Ashton. 8. That's not very much, is it? That's not very many points. We've done we've pulled things around a little bit. Got ourselves a little bit of form. As you can see here, look, winning games, drawing games, lost that one quite badly against Filed. Do we play Curzon? We do. 4 games from the end of the season, Llama. 4 games from the end of the season. We also play, who else is in and about? So let's see what we've got. Most teams above us. Kings Lynn we play. Tamworth, I think we play. Is that right? Do we play Tamworth? No, we don't. We play Kings Lynn, definitely. We play St Albans. So a couple of teams in and around us. We're only 5 points behind Curzon. That's the spirit, Llama. That is the spirit. Absolutely. We'll crush them. Crush them like ants. Jack over on YouTube has said Dunfermline versus Hibs tomorrow. 12:30 BBC. Can't wait. 10,000 at Neil Lennon's Dunfermline. I mean, there's a lot of words in that sentence that well, they are words, aren't they? They're bloody light. Yes, Dunfermline versus Hibs. That is the big one. That is the big one tomorrow. We'll all be round the TV going, telling the grandkids, going, do you remember the time we watched Dunfermline versus Hibs on the telly? Yeah, we will tell them that. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good game. What are Dunfermline up to these days? Like, have Hibs started to like slip a little bit? It is a clash of the Titans. It is. It's I mean, you know, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is going to be like a massive game to sort of like send someone off in you know, and really sort of like push their season on. Maybe it sort of like crushes teams down. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. I don't really know. Jack's not sure. He's waving the finish line flag. He's finished. He's done. Right, who have we got next? Max Swift wants to join the club on loan. Now, we did bring in Bobby Eskrit on loan as a centre-back. Do we need another centre-back on loan? Do we need another centre-back on loan? We're not going to pay anything in wages, remember. Where have I got Dartford to? Nowhere, James. Nowhere. We're Darlington. If it's been a while since you last been on, we are still exactly where we were when you last saw us, to be honest. Still the National League North. Still no further on. So, yeah. That's where we are. We haven't moved. It's quite depressing when you say it out loud, isn't it? Do we bring another centre-back in? Joe Anderson wants to leave. He actually wants to go to Dartford, interestingly enough. So we could maybe try and send him off there. I thought he was former Sunderland. Let's see if we can send him away to go find another club to play for. Yeah. I'm not sure if we need another centre-back in. We are trying to get rid of a couple. So maybe. I guess if we're not paying wages, then there's no real harm in it, is there? Having another player there. I'm slow. I'm not slow. I'm just not very good, James. That's the thing. And I'm also probably a bit slow as well. And I don't play Football Manager every single day of my life. So there is that as well. We're 4 years in, you know. We got to the playoffs last year, and we sadly we lost on penalties, so we couldn't get promoted. So as Lama's asking, could this be the season? We sneak into the playoffs, ride the wave to the National League. I mean, that could be the way, couldn't it? Who knows? Maybe excitement levels are rising in Darlington. Who believes we can do it? That's the question. Let's hope. That'll do, Ian. Just go with let's hope. It's as good as we can go with. You know what I mean? We're not going with we believe. We'll go with we can always hope, can't we? And sometimes it's the hope that kills you. That's the problem, isn't it? It's our 10th signing of the window. Well, we've got to get players in, haven't we? We've got to get those players in. Could do it. Can we bring another player in for loan as well, just to flesh out the midfield, possibly? We're trying not to sign players, buy players, but if we can bring players in on loan, then it's not going to cost us. Especially if there's no financial burden as well. James, I don't play 3 times a week either. Jenny play, and that's a lot of FM. Usually if I'm busy, then once a week. Okay, so what's your point then? Like, surely four seasons is fine, right? I honestly think there's a chance no better striker than Joey Dawson at this level. Lama says a lot of things I like the sound of. He's right, you know. He's right. Joey Dawson knows where the goal is. Call off the search party. Tim's in. Good. Welcome in, Tim. Welcome in. I did try to delay the start a little bit, Tim, but you're in now. You're in. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you back in. Levi Donaghy? No, he's not very good, does he? Micah Douglas we know about. I mean, they're saying he's good. He's quick. He's got dribbling and crossing for this level. He's not playing. Do we take a punt? I'm not sure. Ben Farah? Nah, he's not good. He's not good. And again, lots of free transfer players as well, which I guess if we have to go out and buy a player, we can. We've got a little bit of money. We do have a little bit of money left. Oxlaw, nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. Yeah, we've got a bit of cash in terms of wages. Not a lot, but some. So we might be able to sign one player. I guess we'll have to see. In fact, what does recruitment finances look like? 230 quid. So we have, well, we don't have much really, do we? That's pennies, really. Even at this level, that is pennies. So we're playing Southport next. Remember, of course, Liam Coyle is out injured. And that's been interesting, man, because he's been out injured, and then we've started to play better. So yeah, one of our best players gets injured, and then away we suddenly start to pick up. So I'm not saying that there's someone's linked, but potentially. YouTube James says he's on Eintracht Frankfurt, still having bad luck. Surprised that Macclesfield got a win versus Crystal Palace. It was a good watch. Actually, they're playing like a League One team. Yeah, I think I would say the vast majority of people were quite surprised that Macclesfield beat Crystal Palace. I think it's a great result for them, and it's the joys of the cup, isn't it? The magic of the cup. So yeah, that's it's nice to see. But yeah, they're in absolute free fall at the minute, Palace. Thankfully, they play Sunderland tomorrow, which means that Sunderland will probably lose. That's usually how it works, isn't it? Is your club in turmoil? Good. Maybe play Sunderland. That'll cheer you up. The money will do them good. The money will do them good. For Macclesfield, we're talking about here, isn't it? Yeah, they will. They'll benefit from that. Also, well, Crystal Palace will benefit from 20 million quid for Mark Gay, and then whatever they're going to get for Mateta, because he's eventually going to walk out the door as well, isn't he? So yeah. And then Glasner says he's leaving. So, or Palace, it's just all like absolute just rained on them, hasn't it? Okay, we're away to Southport. Where are Southport compared to us? They're playing 4-2-4. And we're on our 4-3-3/4-1-4-1, I think it is really. Out of possession. Southport 21st. We're 9th. We need the win more than Southport do. I'm sorry. Might be a little bit selfish of us, but yeah, give us the victory rather than Southport, please. At least it's not a West Ham supporter. I'm in your own Newcastle supporter. I do support both. What? You still want to beat when you're going to arrive at St James's Park? I mean, James, no offence, you write like a Newcastle fan. Like, what do you mean? You're at least I'm not a West Ham fan. No, I'm not. No. And you can't support two teams. Are you saying you support West Ham and Newcastle? No, you can't. I mean, both of those teams are very similar as well. Deluded fan bases, the pair of them. Joey Dawson. 3 minutes in. There we go. Go on. There we go, Lama. There's our man. He started us off. What's that done for us? Has it moved us up? No, but it has Well, are Curzon Ashton winning? They are. They are. At this moment, Luffy, Southport, down south. They are. They are down south in the National League North. It's terribly confusing, isn't it? Do we have PSG managers amongst us tonight? I think we possibly do, Llama. Let's pull up a chair, shall we? James, to be honest, I did think it would be longer till we got in front of you, but we started to get in a winning streak. I mean, look, do you know what? Isn't it an absolute rags to riches tale for Newcastle to be ahead of Sunderland in the league after 21 matches? They've finally overtaken us. You know, all that blood money, you know, £1 billion spent on players. Finally, they've overtaken little promoted Sunderland. Yeah. Get the open top bus out again. We're above Sunderland. We're above Sunderland. Aren't we, class? Yeah, you are. Well done. Well done, Newcastle. Yeah. We've got £1 billion, but we're not allowed to spend any of it because the league's awful. Got McEwen. Oh, he's tackled. Is that? Oh, it is a tackle. It's not even a penalty. It could have been. No. The whistle goes at the Big Help Stadium. I like the idea of the Big Help Stadium. Big Help's a right name. Don't forget their massive trophy. They did have a massive trophy win. They did, yeah. They won a trophy that is the equivalent of the Charity Shield. Less impressive than the Pizza Cup that Sunderland won a few years back. Tim says, my absolute best mate in the whole world is going to take a bullet for managing PSG. He likes to help out struggling FM managers. He occasionally watches the streams and keep an eye out. Tackled for doing a spin on the ball. That's true, Oxlaw. Yeah, he's showing off. He deserves that. I love this. No, we've not spent anywhere near $1 billion. It's 336 million spent on players. This is after the sale of Isak. I mean, none of you spent 300 million before you sold Isak. That what you've spent doesn't accumulate to what you've brought back in. You've spent a lot of money to not really push on. You know, and yeah, I'm really sorry that you're awful murderous state owners, can't buy you a league title. But they did buy a Carabao Cup, so there is that. Yeah. And yes, selling Isak has worked out well in the sense that he's not playing well for Liverpool, but it's also not really worked out well for you because you bought Vissa. And you've got Anthony Gordon, who looks like a clip, by the way. Anyway, I'm not getting into football. I'm not getting into real football. It always happens. There's always one person will just like jump up and be like, nah, we can go talk about football. We can, but not tonight. Not tonight. I might just load the cat stream back up. Even at 33, are we slaying the mags? Thankfully, we've got Voltamada to do that for them. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna sit away from all of it. Technically, we're still above our target. No, you're not above your target. Your target is to win things. The amount of money you've got, that is your target. Saying that your owners are no better after being partially owned by gambling companies. I mean, yes, you're right. Gambling companies are wrong and horrible and shit. But I think if you were to ask most people in the street, what's worse, gambling or murdering homosexuals, stifling rights and murdering journalists, I would say that the gambling companies probably don't come off that bad. Do you know what I mean? And I would love for us to get rid of a gambling sponsor. I would absolutely love it. It looks shit on the shirt, and I can't wait for next year when everyone's got to try and get new sponsorship deals. Obviously, not, teams who've got their own owners sponsoring them, of course. But yeah, no, get rid of gambling. Get rid of gambling. 100% get rid of gambling. But also get rid of sports washing. Yeah. And also, I don't think our owners are actually linked to the gambling people. I think that's just the sponsor, I think. I could be wrong. I've not looked into it fully, but... Oh, there's Parvin. You could, of course, make more of a reference to the fact that Louis Dreyfus's dad sold business to PIF, actually, if that's the thread you wanted to pull at. Which is actually a stronger one for your argument. But we're not going to talk about it. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. 2-1 Darlo. Here we go. Hang on. How are we moving down after winning? This doesn't seem fair. I mean, he's 23, 24 or something. Do you know what I mean? He's all right. He's one of the lads, isn't he? Yeah. I, for one, bow down to our fizzy drinks future owner. You know, one thing I know is that there is definitely a line of ethical billionaires. There is, yeah. He's 27 now. Oh, he's matured. He's a man. Not saying I want to spend £500 million worth of players. I mean, you would. I would like to be I'd like to be engaged to the same level as that the top 5 teams can spend on players easily. Well, they can because they've been successful before. And surely, if you are at that level with the top 5 teams, you will be spending £500 million because that's exactly what they're doing. It's the argument of the rules are broken to stop teams like us spending, so we want to spend all of our money as well. It's like, okay. But anyway, it's all fine. And yes, PRS is because you don't make any money. You know, Mike Ashley, he made you a profitable football club, actually. Mike Ashley was very clever. He managed to make the club run out of profit, but you got rid of him. Anyway, moving on. We won that match. That was interesting. That was good. Parvin again with another great goal. It's a difficult game in it, FM, because obviously, 99% of people who play Football Manager are massive football fans. And it's really weird when people come into our streams and be like, oh, TJ, let's talk football. And I'm like, I'd rather not. So what do you want to talk about? I'd rather talk about aliens, actually. Oh, you know what? We'll talk about Size Stag Do. We recorded a bit more of the podcast last night. And we followed up on Size Stag Don't, or Size Stag Didn't. And we speculated on the Patreon episode last week about why the wedding was called off. And I'm not saying we did a good job, but it was our most popular Patreon episode so far. So if you want to come and join Patreon and try and find out what me, Matt and Aaron speculated about, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial if you want, but, go and have a look. Patreon.com/the FM Show Pod. Yeah. That's the one. Bridges and aqueducts is where the chat was. Oh, I love that. That was a day, wasn't it? Llama, if you're still, did you break Si's wedding? No, not Si's wedding. Not Si's wedding. No, Si went on a stag do, right? That's why he wasn't on the podcast the other day, last week. Si went on a stag do, but the wedding had already been called off. So I heard about this via text message in the WhatsApp group to obviously plan for the record. And I was like, what's the situation here? And then Si explained a little bit about the stag do. So therefore, we figured we'd speculate. And I was like, I realised I was about to do it on the show, and I was like, let's do it on Patreon where I don't get in trouble. It was good. It was very good. Who are we playing? Is it we playing King's Lynn now? No, St Albans. Right, this is going to be. They're up there or thereabouts, aren't they? St Albans 5th. Right. Okay. Did he fake a proposal just for a night out? No, he didn't. No. So the wedding apparently was all set to go, and it was like a long-standing thing, but eventually, and it's mentioned in this week's episode. Did it come out? Hang on. I've lost track of which episodes have come out now. No. We recorded yesterday, so it comes out next week. Yeah. So we know why it didn't go ahead. And it turns out nothing bad. Nothing bad. But yeah, Matt and I did some speculations in the Patreon. It was very funny. Very, very funny. St Albans in the National League North. Who thought it was a good idea? No. Well, nobody thought that. No one thought that, Philip. Nobody wants St Albans in the National League North. Probably not St Albans either, because it's a bit more of a trek, to be honest, for them. Tim commentating on Kings Lynn versus Hereford tomorrow. Finish off my notes. Any info has on either side will be helpful. Let's see, shall we? Let's see what information we've got in this version of FM 4 years into the future. See what can be useful for you, Tim. Evening, Chris. How are you, buddy? Welcome. The wedding was apparently all set to go. Sounds like an elaborate ruse for a night out. Could be. But would the elaborate ruse be to go to Butlins to watch a 2000s weekender? I mean, that is an elaborate ruse and a half. Surely. John O, missed a few streams, still Darlington in the National League North. Absolutely, John O. We're not moving. We know where we are. We like where we are, right? We're very much here. St Albans 5th, Darlo 10th. Chris, all good, thank you. All good indeed. Hope you and the family are well also. Thank you, by the way, for editing the WFM show the other day, which was carnage, by the way. Definitely worth a look at that. That was hilarious and batshit in equal measures. And then, yeah, this week's FM show answers a few questions, Chris, but not all. In this week's episode, we discussed that the ball-winning midfielder is just a lie. It's not a real role. So make of that what you will. Don't know anything about the football team, but Kings Lynn is just down the road from Sandringham Estate, owned by the King. There you go. I would definitely use that. Use that in the first bit, because that does make a lot of sense. I'd get that in early doors. Don't mention the gig that I used to go to that was where they have to then send the email around saying they know they might be racist. Don't mention that. Cooper Hayes Daly out to Sears. Down the line, McEwen back to Sears. Cross in. Joey Dawson scores again. Llama, get your Joey Dawson shirt out. Yeah. Why Butlins? That was the thing that's confused me. That's where the stag do was booked. Apparently, this was actually the plan. This wasn't a like a last minute thing, or like they just thought, you know what, let's do it. No one else is around. No one can stop us. Apparently, this was all meant to happen. The wedding was meant to happen. It just didn't. Yeah. Right. So we're looking at Fylde and Gloucester's results at this moment in time. Half time. I should say this week, by the way, it's been quite good. Myself, and more importantly, Mrs. J has been hitting the gym lunchtimes. We've worked a routine where we can sort out our lunch breaks, sync them up with meetings and stuff. I mean, I was away Tuesday, Wednesday, but we've been able to sort of like do Monday, Thursday, Friday, and with a little bit of last week as well, actually. Sort of go, right, time up the lunch breaks, get Mrs. J out and about. So she's couched to 5K in at the minute, but we'll get her back on the barbell shortly. That'll be good. So I've just been messing about with a few bits of weight. It's nothing heavy, but yeah, she's been smashing it, so it's class. Go on, Mrs. J. And then I've got 11 weeks till Sheffield half marathon, so I've got to start getting those big runs in. So it's going to be like lightweight training just to keep some leg strength going on, bit of muscle, and then yeah, long runs to get myself going. But I need to do hill runs as well because Sheffield's quite hilly. Mustafa Hakim by Callum McGregor for Darlington in the National League North. I can't see that happening. I don't think he's going to want to come down and play for no money. Evening 8:15. Did you see Newport finally signed a Jameson today? Did they? Who did they sign? Jameson though, so they've got a different they've got an I in their name. Oh, St Albans equalised by giant haystacks. By milk. Bye birdie. Oh, he's brought it down well, hasn't he? James on, James off. James off. A draw here is not brilliant because Curzon are going to move 10 points clear of us now. McEwen's not having a good game, is he? Right, go on, Fountain, in you go. Let's say what. Let's also take Parvin off. Concerned that Macadam's frustrated though. James out. Walking us a little bit more powder is really nice to ski down. Yeah, I'm not good at skiing, I must admit. I'm not a skier. Signed the Scottish striker Lewis Jameson from Sacramento Republic today. Nice. That sounds pretty good, actually. Evening, Benny. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you're good, buddy. If you're wondering, 70% decent. What, 70% decent? That's in like 70% decent skiing. I've got beefy legs due to being a skier, some of the hardest runs in Europe. Oh, okay. Sorry, I've read the other bits. Oh, there you go. As I say, I'm not much of a skier. So is that your 70% decent or 70% of the hardest runs? I don't know. Dartford have made an offer for Joe Anderson. Right, away you go. FM's disappointed you. You made the Icelandic League Cup final last night. Lost in the 116th minute after you had a one-on-one and hit the post earlier in the game. It happens, doesn't it? It happens. Will Merry. Okay, let's scout Will Merry then if he's overperforming, shall we? Oh, 70% descent. All right, okay. Makes more sense, doesn't it, than 70% decent. Sound like a chocolate at that point. Oh, 70% decent. How are we? How are the family? How's Darlington? Yeah, we are good. I'm good. The chat are good, I believe. Family, very good as well. Darlington, well, we're here. We're all right. We're going to win the league next year, possibly. As in former Liverpool Mayor Joe Anderson. That's the one. Yeah, we signed him. It's interesting, isn't it, that we've managed to do that? Is he called Chippy Tits? I think it is him. I love it. Real Madrid looking at Anthony Gordon. No, they're not. What are you expecting from Berry? Who knows? Who knows? See if we can get a positive result, shall we? There's a little bit of uncertainty in the Berry ranks, apparently. Berry ranks, he sounds like a non-league footballer, actually. All right, my name's Berry Ranks. Play for Dartford. Me? Oh, Baldwin in midfield, that's what I am. Are you sure? Bubbler's brother. Yep. That's the one. Still waiting for the Mbappe to Newcastle transfer to go through. It's taking its time, isn't it? Yeah. Must just be a couple of T's and I's to cross and dot. Shabba's cousin. Right. MCG's on Shabba as well. Shabba. Where are Berry? Are they quite low down? Shabba. Absolutely, yeah, on. Welcome in. Welcome in. Berry, bottom of the league. A win could take us up to 9th, everybody, if Filed don't get a good result. Oh, it's over the top. Dorset to chase on. Keeper held on. I mean, some say Shabba. Others say Wizardy Woo. There you go. Oh, we're being outplayed here. Berry with all the ball. Are we going to drop to counter attack? Do you reckon? Oh, here we go. Free kick for us. O'Grady Macken gives it away. What started the turnaround playoff push? Tactics, TJ, DJ speech. Do you know what? Yeah, Ron. The interesting thing is, oh God, we're going to concede, aren't we? We are. What happened was our star player got injured. That was a concern. And then we tweaked 2 roles in the tactic. And we just started to look like we knew what we were doing for a bit. Not in this match, clearly. But it just sort of like everything clicked a little bit. We were losing games 1-0 or 2-1 or whatever. We weren't out of games, but Harvey Macadam, does it count? Yes, it does. It's a good ball in that, isn't it? So we've got a settled side, which is good in a sense, but obviously we've got a small squad, so we can't rotate players, so players will start to get tired come the end of the season. So there is a chance that players might burn out, but they're just going to have to be fit enough to play. And whatever happens, happens, I guess, really. Keep the cross out. Head away. We're in season 4, Brit. Season 4. So only 5 seasons in National League North. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Benny gifting out to George. Appreciate it, Benny. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you for the gifted sub. Very kind indeed. Do you know what? I wonder whether or not we can switch to counter-attack just to soak it up a little bit. Oh, Benny gifting out again. You're on picking up. Thank you, Benny. Look at that. You're a beautiful person, you. Here's Susanna. Virtue. Dawson. Ball through. Here's Parvin. Gonna finish it. Yes, he does. 2-1. Dawson doesn't just score goals. He lays them on as well. We're back up to 9th, everyone. 4 points behind Gloucester. 8 points behind Curzon. We're keeping the pressure on them. Curzon 0-0 with Bedford. Dippy Cheese, how are we? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you. Nice to have you in on this Friday evening. What's everyone's weekend plans, by the way? What are we up to? Where are we going? Oh, there he is. Massive header. Lama. Dawson doesn't just score goals, he guides ships back to the shore with his FM26 hair. Doesn't he just? Look at this though, Lama. What a header. It's money well spent on Dawson, isn't it? I know he's your main man. How's the Sicilian air, by the way, Lama? I've not been able to be in this week, I'm afraid. Taking your niece to induction evening at college because your sister's at work. Nice. Borden Northover. What a name that is, by the way. 4 shots, 3 goals. Deadly. With an XG of less than 1 as well. So, this is how we like to play. Yeah, keep that XG as low as you possibly can. Let me bring Virtue off for Turner. Hosanna's starting to struggle a little bit as well, but we haven't really got a right back, so I think we maybe bring Max Swift. Can I have a run out? Do you know what? Let's rest McEwen and let's rest Dawson. Get Nelson on. Fun fact about the song: studio doesn't mean anything. Phil Collins just made it up. I like it. I like it. I like it when like musicians just make up shit in the studio and it's just like, what does it mean? Nothing. Nothing. What do you think it would mean? I think it means studio. Or it's a shampoo brand. Sears O'Grady Mackin. It's 4-1. What about that? Darlo are on fire. Oh, we're good, aren't we? Llama, I won't jinx the Sicilian air by talking about it, but if I did a save where I'd have won 9 out of the last 10, was 8 points clear at the top of the table, I'd like it to be that one. Imagine that. Imagine if that was real. If that was Llama doing that. God. We would be loving that. Curzon are losing as well, by the way, chat. Gloucester, where were we on the heels of Gloucester? They're 0-0 with Marine. Curzon are starting to buckle. The playoff push is on. Beat, don't fail us now. What about that? There you go. We, do you know what? I'm happy with that because we were losing with that control possession. I was like, right, let's switch it up to counter-attack. And that worked really nicely for us. Dawson gets a goal bonus. He's 25. 15 goals in the league. Sorry, 14 goals in the league. 18 overall. Contract runs out this year, Llama. Oh. Does he want a new deal? No, he doesn't. He's unhappy at the club because we sold Ntambwe and we sold Gabby Large. So if we can get a right winger in, we might be able to keep Dawson. Or if we get promoted, we might be able to keep Dawson. Abdul Latif Azare. 5'5", bit of flair, bit of agility. Reasonable. 17 years old, 9 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists for Peterborough Sport. That's not bad at all, is it? 5'5", however, is a bit of I'm a bit concerned about that. Joe Anderson has snubbed Dartford. Why? Like, literally, we're not going to play yet. You might as well go. Yeah? Oh, what FM would rename Sassuolo if they couldn't use their actual name? Sassuolo is an Italian regional league team. That's true, actually. I've managed Sassuolo a few times. And I wasn't able to get them out of Serie D. Well married. Okay. Barely blinkered when it comes to the pass. Excellent. Apparently he's better than Joey Dawson by all accounts as a striker, which is interesting. He's not a wide player. Okay, I would have thought he was a wide player, but he generally played well for 90 minutes as a winger in the 3-0 win. Impressed me with his overall ability to set up goals. He got an 8.5 playing as a winger. Pros, 7 assists, 7 goals. That's pretty good, isn't it? They're not going to let him go, obviously, because he's clearly very good, but I think we oh, I mean, we can't afford 800 quid on wages, and we certainly can't afford 36 grand to buy him. So that's possibly not going to happen, that one. Oh, Ank, welcome in. Welcome in. How are we? Everyone, say hello to Ank. If you're not familiar with them, then you really should be. One of the trio of the WFM show. A pleasure to have you in. Ank, how's your stream? I've never been on the right time to raid into me. You know what? It's an absolute pleasure. We normally do the honours to yourself, so it's nice of you to come over here and hang out over here. How's the stream? How are we getting on? What's happening in the world? And are you any better? What I mean is, have you now come to accept Alice's, quite frankly, bizarre point scoring system in the WFM show? Because it still makes no sense, does it? Benny gifting out to Isaac Tactics. Appreciate that. Benny, you've been on fire tonight, my friend. Thank you for that. Very, very kind indeed. Massive amount of support there. Hereford won the National League back-to-back promotions. I mean, all right, we're still in the National League North. We're not getting promoted. You got to run. Have a great one. Ank, a pleasure. A pleasure. We will see you soon, my friend. Take care. If you're not following Ank, by the way, make sure you do. They are awesome. You will love them. Wonderful streamer. So much football knowledge. Generally very, very funny. And yeah, part of the WFM show, which again, you should also be watching. And if you're not, then questions need to be asked. I start another year around the sun tomorrow. We share the love. Oh, happy birthday, Benny, then, for Sunday. Yeah, there's only about a month before I'm doing the same, so appreciate you. Very kind indeed. Thank you. Oh, we've got a director of football job out, have we? Okay. Alex Black. Jesse Hammelberg sounds great. I don't know if we need a director of football. Even JM Thoughts, how are you, my friend? Pleasure to see you in. How is life? Isaac, love the WFM show personally, as you should. It's a fantastic podcast. So I recommend everyone goes and checks it out. I would make a joke about Ank turning into you, which is what happened from my perspective. I mean, Ank hasn't turned into me because Ank's got promoted, so I don't know who that is. No idea who they are. Can't start a fire without a spark. Joey Dawson's on fire. He's running the St Albans off the park. That's the one. That's the chant right there. And Benny out for JM as well. Oh, Benny, thank you. Very kind. That is very kind. Thank you. If it is Tony, it could be Katie. My group in reality was lost after Secret Tony. Honestly, I am confused about that, whether I'm Tony or not Tony. Should we get Steve Chettle as our director of... No, we shouldn't. Charlie Wick. At what point does Charlie Wick become a good director of football? He doesn't. Rod McDonald, Ronald's son, Ronald's cousin. That's the director of football you need. Tim Ryan, Tobias Phoenix. Evening, Mrs. J. How are you? How's your programs? Is Wick the guy who had heart surgery? I don't know. He used to play for Sunderland. I know that much. I think it's a bit insensitive though if we're talking about heart surgery and he's a Wick and we're talking about making fires. So, former Wigan. That's the one. That's the one, Lama. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it is then. Tobias Phoenix can't be his real name. I think he's on witness protection, Rugio. Oh, JM, it's very kind of you to recognise. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate that. But yes, no, it was awesome seeing Llama get his big shiny tick. It suits him, doesn't it? It definitely suits him. Proof that FM26 isn't dead, by the way. I mean, it might not be in a great shape, but it's not dead. And we battled through. We battled through. Let's withdraw. We can't afford 800 quid. Or can we? Long overdue for us both. Very kind of you to say, Llama. James, sorry. Very kind. We've it's one of those, like, you never really know, do you? But we put the work in. We kept our smiles on our faces. We had fun. And yeah, I think we're both happy. We're both happy, to be honest. Does it look naff? Not at all, Llama. Stick it on a t-shirt. I'm going into every like massive streamers thing now. I'm like, hi, me. I'm allowed here. I'm not actually. Right, Hartlepool's. Peter Mackenzie was a legend in the mid-90s, or he would have been if I hadn't just made him up. TJ signs up his work emails with a tick after his name now. It's true. It's true. What's the point of having a tick, Mrs. J, if you don't use it? Yeah. Hartlepool 15th. Gloucester is what we need to be keeping our eyes on. Gloucester versus Merthyr and Curzon. Curzon have beaten Tamworth, so it's not ideal, is it? Oof. It's over the top. Right, are we gonna... Again, do we stay as we are, or do we counter? Got a little bit more possession. Maybe we just trust the process with this one. It's not really. It's quite a cagey match, this one, isn't it? As you'd expect with a bit of a derby. Sears or Grady Macken inside. You know who. Come on, Llama. Right. Me and Llama are going to Darlington wearing Joey Dawson shirts. What a ball in from a Grady Macken. And do you know what? I think since Coyley's been out injured, O'Grady Macken has absolutely stepped up, hasn't he? He's been brilliant. Mrs. J, by the way, gifting out to El Diego. Thank you, Mrs. J. Very kind indeed. That hype train's on its way, isn't it? We wear Joey Dawson wigs. Absolutely will. We'll be singing we all dream of a team of Joey Dawsons. Well done for my tick. Thank you, Mrs. J. I got a nice tick. I did get a tick. It was good. I think it suits us. Mrs. J, you know what you need to do now? Get streaming and make partner as well. Oh, she would. She'd get partner stupidly quickly, wouldn't she? TJ sounds like a Sunderland player for the 70s who scored in a 2-1 win over Arsenal, as shown on Match of the Day. I do sound a bit like that, don't I? Oh, actually, Mr. J, here's a one while you're on, right? WWE 2K25 has been reduced on Steam. Do you want to do like a mixed GM mode? I think 2K26 is coming out in March, so that's probably why it's a bit cheaper. We could do GM battles. Can do. It's not even a no, so it's just like, yeah, could do. Yeah. She's in. She's in. Parvin goes past the defenders. Over the top. What's wrong with the Harrogate keeper kit there? Harrogate? Don't know. Do you mean Hartlepool? Oh, here. It's got a mark down it, hasn't it? We've got green and blue on this, and they've got a big black stripe through the middle of their Hartlepool kit. Parvin's got a knock. Need more Mrs. J content. If cats are involved, then so be it. It's usually the way it works, to be honest. Yeah. We're queuing over the top. I got another email, again from another developer today about a colony game, but it didn't really. Didn't really strike a chord with me, I must admit. We absolutely could put cats into the GM mode. You'll go 1-on-1 against the cat at the at Survivor Series, the Intercontinental title. Comedy night. Oh God, no. We couldn't play comedy night. That would be awful. Tony Jameson sounds like someone Jack Charlton would have sniffed around to find out if they had Irish grandparents. The cat was a wrestler. You're right, Mrs. J. That's true. Genetically modified cats. Are they mutated? Are they evil? Quasi-evil? 1-0 against Hartlepool. The charge continues, everybody. It's very hotly contested, though. So we're not moving up, but we're keeping in touch. Is the cat in prison? Really? For what? Oh, Sonny's in prison. All right. I might have heard this before, but do divulge. She was married to Jerry Lawler. I mean, yes, you should go into prison for marrying Jerry Lawler. But, Parvin's out for 2 months. Ooh. Right, that's a concern. Am I enjoying the save? In a sense, in a way, yes. Yes. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I am. It's a bit. It's tough. We're making it tough. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's interesting. We're doing a good job. Hopefully we can keep that good job rolling. But this is going to be a big blow to us because Parvin was playing really, really well. Now, do we try and find a right winger to slot in? Bear in mind that we've sold Ntambwe and Gabi Large. So now we've got to try and find a right winger. And we had Ashton May on trial before, didn't we? Who remembers Top Cat? That was good viewing back in the day. It was Cat the wrestler with the WCW with the theme music. Somebody called my mama. No, that was Brodus Clay, wasn't it? Sonny drove into someone's car. She was DUI. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I mean, speaking of cats, we could sign Kachia Kawate. Acceleration 15, dribbling 10. Ben Farah we know isn't very good. Micah Douglas we've sort of looked at. I mean, they say he's good. They say he's almost as good as Corey McEwen. He's better than Parvin, apparently. Now, is he a free one? They want 120 quid. TJ, the indisputable leader of the gang. He's the boss. He's the pip. He's the championship. He's the most tip-top TJ. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tim. That's lovely. You found your mastermind subject, obscure wrestling trivia. I'm all for that. Malas Asamoah. Is that who we tried to bring in? It was, wasn't it? No. Yeah, they don't want to sell him. This seems a star player. They don't want to sell him. Well, that makes sense, but let's put a bid in for him anyway, because he's out of contract in the summer. Rio Allen. He's not really quick enough to destabilize. Who was the winger that we put the bid in for? He was at Tamworth, wasn't he? Is he worth 800 quid? That's the question. What's the best wrestler theme? Do you know what? I've got to go with It's All About the Game. That's got to be up there, surely. Metalingus, yeah. And I know he's a piece of shit, but Jericho's like... or Shawn Michaels, I'm Just a Sexy Boy. You prefer Triple H's before Motorhead. Did you like the one where it was like, is this thing on? That's quite a good one. I like that. Yeah, that was good, because that was decent, because that was from N64 No Mercy as well. So, and that was class for your entrances. Oliver Greaves, good dribbling, not really pacey, is he? This might be a problem then if we've lost a winger. I mean, we could put Turner out there, I suppose, but just don't want to lose the momentum. You know what I mean? Where's Kayata come from? Kayata's come from Barrow. Get him back on trial again. See what you think. What you think? He's fast. I suppose there's that. You're a fan of Gold Dust. See, I never really got into Gold Dust. I think he's one of those ones that you sort of like go back and appreciate later. I mean, what about when Punk had this Fire Burns? That's a good entrance as well. Good tune. Final countdown for Bryan Danielson. Yes. Yes. Right, we need a winger. And ideally someone that the scouts have seen that we can get in fairly quickly. Josh Deddy. Geisley. Dribbling, acceleration, crossing's not brilliant, but he's not dreadful. His fire burns, but Punk is also a piece of shit. They all are. The problem is they all are MCG. That's the problem. Like it's like trying to find like a nice footballer. There's just none. Will Ospreay, there's another one. Yeah. Reagan Booty. Foley seems like a good guy. He is. Yeah, Foley was good. I liked Mick when we worked with him a few years back. He was nice. And I think he's distancing himself from the organization now because of all the situation with Trump in it. So, and the link up the Triple H has with Trump and the company. So. He binned his Legends contract. He did, yeah. Create new. Loan, please. Right, remove that. You know, you're getting old when your son tells you Sheffield Wednesday have signed Emil Heskey's son. Oh, has he come from Man City, has he? He's meant to be all right, I think, isn't he? All is 100% lovely. Refused to sign back up with WWE because of Trump connections. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. Well, Sheffield Wednesday haven't been able to sign anybody, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you've signed a Heskey. Like, oh dear. That's concerning, isn't it? Peter Howard. 6'2", big jumping reach, lots of goals scored. Peter Howard's on loan, or from Peterborough. Ah, right, okay, interesting. He does have an amazing mustache. Even suspect, how are we? Welcome. Right, so Parvin's out for 2 months. Oh no, he's out for 3 weeks, sorry. He's got 2 months left in his contract. Great. Ashton Mee, Oliver Greaves, Keir Kwate. Oliver Greaves looks dreadful, so let's sack him off straight away. Oh, he's probably be the one that we end up signing, so let's hold on for now. Borough won a thriller. What was the score? What was the situation? What was the Borough deal? What right wingers do we currently have at the club? Well, we've got Parvin, who's out injured. We've got, well, this is the thing. Parvin, O'Grady Macken can go out and play right wing, but it's probably going to end up being Jordan Turner, who can probably do a job. I think it's going to have to be that Turner for now. And yeah, we'll just have another centre back on the bench. Because we've not got anybody else in the under-21s. Because the under-21s basically doesn't exist. Look, see? It's like 5 players there, and they're all dreadful. So they're all going to get cut at the end of the season as well. So yeah, it's just it's shocking. It's woeful. So I think if we can get someone on loan who we're not paying for, then that would be great. But otherwise, I think we're going to struggle. Brandon Pawani, have we not had information about him before? I feel like we have. Fair enough, if not. Withdraw. We're not paying for youngsters. Now this is a tune, by the way. Yeah. Macclesfield want 49 grand for Asamoah. Well, we haven't got that money. To my heart, tell me I'm the only one, or just a game. I mean, 800 quid a week for the end of the season, is that worth it? It's another solid playlist. I went a bit more 80s pop than like, I was like, you know what, I just fancied a bit of pop. You know, maybe it's talking to Sai about his stag do. We need a new metal night. I think we do as well, Chris. I'd be alright with that. But just a bit of bop tonight, I reckon. Yeah. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this real love or just a game? So yeah, I think we should. Yeah, let's start putting some playlists together and we can mix things up. But yeah, I'm happy with how the music's going in the streams at the minute. I think that's something that we've considered, and it's landed well. Yeah. So I take that on board. That's good. Yeah. Oxford City next. Can we keep the pressure on? I'm sure we can. Why is that? Oh, phew. I was wondering where the assistant manager's recommendation was. I was like, have we lost an assistant manager? Like, oh no. If we don't go up this season, we may have to cut the squad into pieces. This is our last resort. Yeah. And then sometimes it'll be like you just don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks and everything is fucked. It's Llama just has he's got all of it, and he's got the wit, he's got the charm, he's got the looks, he's got the tick. It's the total package. I understand that reference. I like music. break stuff is the theme for the relationship between you and your lighting. Isn't it though, Llama? It really is. You know? Llama or his XLR cable. How's it been sounding, Chris? Is it all right? Or as no one seems to be picking up on it at this moment in time? Or is that it's fine for now? Good. Oh, Jordan Turner. There, we don't need to start looking for right wingers. We've got one, and he's got a massive ponytail. In he comes. Look at that. The confidence of the lad. Finds the bottom corner. I only ever hear you crackle if I'm on headphones rather than speakers. Headphones on tonight and it's smooth and crisp. I've heard my crackle a couple of times. I turned it up a little bit too loud on the Patreon episode the other day. There was a bit of crackle on there. So soz for everyone who listened there. I'm convinced the problem is OBS related. It's never been an issue on the podcast. There is that. It's maybe because I guess I've got the gain turned up on OBS, whereas for some reason Riverside doesn't allow me to add more gain. It should. Oh, we're just gonna watch this, are we? We're not doing anything about this? That's fine. We don't need to. Right, Fylde are winning. Gloucester are winning. Curzon are losing to Lowestoft, Dan. Lowestoft are doing us a favour. Offside. Offside, ref. No? Okay, fair enough. Oh, it's this guy. He's playing him on. McEwen. We're doing favours. Apparently so, yeah. Curzon are beating, well, yeah, Lowestoft are beating Curzon, so unfortunately what we've decided to do is stop winning. Yeah. I think you're right, Llama. Curzon are the officials, yeah. We've got the Curzon version of Sandro Tonali in charge of the game. Right, where are Oxford City in the league? They're near the bottom. We shouldn't really be letting them back in. Let's. Macadam's tired. Sears is tired. Do you put O'Malley on for Sears, maybe? Hosanna's tired. We haven't gone to the right back. We could maybe counter-attack possibly as well. Daly's on a yellow card, so I might have to bring a centre-back on as well. Actually, that's not a bad shout. Bobby Escrit on. Over the top. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's fine. It's fine. Have we just thrown it away? Have we just thrown the playoff promotion mix away? Oh, it feels like it, doesn't it? What time to turn up? Evening, Alice. How are you? How are you? We haven't lost it yet. We haven't lost it yet. We've still got quite a few games left to play, so theoretically, it's not over till it's over. Exactly. How many games have we played? How many games have we got left? How are you anyway, Alice? Hope you're well. Pleasure to have you in. Here's McEwen. Was it cross? Nodded away. Big Jesse's up there. Dawson. Big Jesse. Come on. I'm just clicking buttons at this point, aren't I? Go route 1. Let's do the box to box, which we know isn't actually a roll at all. You think Chaos Ball? Could be. Could be. Oh, charged down by Turner. Here's where they score, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's make it a change then. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at Katie's in as well. How are we, Katie? Pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Got the full WFM show squad in tonight. Hank's been in. Got Katie here now. Alice is here. Turner. Oh. Yes. God, Jesse. That's what he needed. Off the underside of the bar from Dawson. Turner scored the first, assist the second. Big Jesse back amongst the goals. Well headed away. Swift. Lovely ball up to Dawson. Deflected down. I was hoping it was going to drop to the feet of someone there. Lozana. Oh. Nelson's got to finish that. Right. It's a point. We haven't lost. That's the main thing. But we're only 6 points behind Curzon now. Yeah. So if we beat Curzon, takes it down to 3. Unfortunately, still Gloucester ahead of us. 37 matches played. I think it's 46 in this league, isn't it? "46 games, so nine to go." Is that right? 9 matches to go? Surely not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 9. If we beat Curzon, if. Yeah, but you said that we will though, Lama, so that's why I've gone with that positivity. Yeah, and you're right. Turner played really well, didn't he? Slotted himself in. So who've we still got to play? We've still got to play Scunthorpe's. They're beneath us. We've still got to play Curzon. Who else have we got? We've still got to play Scarborough, who are leading. Scarborough leading. Peterborough Sports. Wealdstone we've got to play. Warrington. There's only a couple of teams above us. But I don't know if I'd rather have that or whether I'd rather have teams above us and like the teams that are below us where the problems come, isn't it? Where do we find form? Do we find other people's forms this way, yeah? Look at their fixtures. Curzon, they're not brilliant, you know. They've lost a couple of matches. Lots of draws. They've been a bit Darlo, really, haven't they? Losing to Lowestoft's been a big thing, obviously. Bedford are slipping. Again, only a couple of victories in the last few matches. In fact, loads of defeats, actually. So Bedford could slip out. And what about Gloucester? I love the fact you three are just rinsing yourselves still about rices and potatoes. Gloucester again. They're sort of in there, maybe. I guess we have to just sort of like not look at everyone else, don't we, and just do our own thing. Yeah. Still want to negotiate his lot. We can't afford it. We can't afford 36 grand. But you know what? Turner played well enough. So he can stay. He can stay. You hit children with pipes. What? What have I missed? That took a turn and a half, didn't it? Just like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, you hit people with pipes. What? Well, she was the child that got hit with a pipe. I mean, sounds very much like we're saying, look, she fell, right? You know what I mean? There we go. Look at Albert Diaper. He knows where we're at, don't we? We need a new manager. Jameson is in danger of taking us backwards. 200 games I've been here. Yeah. Just seen Anazuma 11 things. Best not to question these things. It's best to ignore us. Okay, right. I'll just let you have your own fun, Alice. What league are we in now? We are still, Katie, still very much in the National League North. 4 seasons. We found ourselves very much at home here. We looked at the at the league above, and it just seemed a waste of everybody's time. So we thought, why not stick to what you know? Yeah. Some say familiarity breeds contempt, but not us. Not us. I am all for familiar surroundings. Maybe it's a neurodivergent thing, possibly. So, but yeah, we're still here. You'd need to redecorate the stuff. Well, there is that, exactly. And also, who really wants to start going and try and drive into other places as well? Yeah, we don't need to do that sort of stuff, do we? So, you're right, Alice. Yeah, we stick to what we know, like losing. Yeah. Very much that. Very much that. Nobody wants to change all that signage. Ain't that right, Fenrir? Yeah. Or getting used to different footballs. Yeah. Sticking new patches on sleeves. It's terribly confusing. We're content. We are content. Yeah. Promotion, relegation. Nah, mate. Stay where we are. Yeah. You can't be disappointed if you're not getting promoted or relegated. Just existing is fine for us. Just seeing there that Scunthorpe 17th in the league for form. We're third. It's not what you want to see, though, is it? You know what I mean? Jenna Park is south. Is it South Wales? Is it Katie, or is it North Wales? We've questioned if TJ will make it to League 2 by the time FM27 is released. I might get a job offer, Chris. We don't know. $500,000 in the bank, Darlo living the good life. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're embezzling money if we have to. Isn't Barry the very, very south of Wales? Oh. It's very south. It's almost France. Have I got Barry and Anglesey mixed up? Anglesey's in the north, isn't it? He'll be fine with their size record. FM27 will be out in 2030. That's a fair point, Rich, actually. O'Grady, Macken inside. Macadam. Here we go. Things are happening. Something's happening somewhere. O'Grady, Macken doing great stuff as well. Easy mistake is it's all Wales, to be fair. Like, what I do know about Wales is that everywhere is 4 hours from each other. Like, everything is 4 hours in Wales. Oh, we're up to 8th. 4 points behind Curzon. Curzon currently drawing with Fylde. Gloucester currently drawing with Bedford. This is good for us. This is good for us. If I mention Anglesey too much, Quinn will turn up. That's a good possibility, actually, Dan. Good point. I'll hold out. I'll not mention Courts or Soup either. Yeah. O'Grady, Macken signing of the save. Do you know what, Yaron? Interestingly, he wasn't even first team until Doyley got injured. We brought him in. He was more of a backup player. We weren't really sure where he fit, to be honest. But he's come in and he's been brilliant the last 10 games, dozen games maybe or something. And now it's like, well, I don't really know where Coyley gets in the side. Maybe right back. Replaces Susanna, possibly. Having no good north or south infrastructure is a challenge for our Welsh friends. Tricky, innit? Tricky. Oh, Curzon are beaten Fylde now. They want to keep that 6 point gap there. Bedford still drawing with Gloucester. That works for us. Renew boring town facts. All right, give me a town, Chris. Oh. Don't do anything silly, Darlo. Oh, that was a little bit too close for comfort, to be honest. Everyone's funnier than Chris. Right, someone pick a boring town. We can have boring town facts. Hatfield. Well, we know about Hatfield. It's famous for its railway, and also the incident linked to the railway. Let's rest McEwen, I reckon. Jebaroo, 59 months. Thank you, Jebaroo. Hope you're well. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support there. Very, very kind indeed. That's where all the hats are. That and Luton. They have a hat factory. Oh no, oh dear. Yeah, pick that one out. Bals. You went to Bedford today. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry, Jebaroo. There's not a lot going on, is there? Do you know anything about Yeovil? No, nobody knows anything about Yeovil. Let's find out about Yeovil, shall we? You did 4 hours to get a 10-minute look at the ground. It's not even that good, is it, when you get there? Oh no, turn inside. Oh. Right. Our unbeaten run might be coming to an end. Which I guess in a sense is fine, but at the time of the season, it's not ideal. Here's Turner down the line. Oh, Jesse. Need him to score that, don't we? It's not the way. There's not really many changes we can still make. Virtue, just put your foot on it. How long's their beaten run been? Was it one where the fans could have a haircut? Probably not, because I think they've got to win. They've got to win games in a row, haven't they? So, I think we've maybe gone 5 games at least. We haven't lost a game, but yeah, sadly this looks like it might be about to run out. Luck might be about to run out. Ooh. Covering Darlington twice the next few months. We had one cancelled just after the New Year. Oh, cool. We'll have to try and work out if we can get up for that. Actually, see if you're about. 1-1. Do you know what? That's fine, because this is going to sound really silly. That's fine because I thought we were 2-1 down for most of that match. That second goal was disallowed. What was it disallowed for? Was it disallowed for offside? Because if it was, then that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I'm more than happy with that. Max Jenner. Do you reckon he's from Jenner Park? Alice? I reckon he probably is. Only 6 points, easy. 7 or 8 matches left, no problem. Seven unbeaten now, Jebaru. Seven unbeaten. For me, that's brilliant. That's statue worthy, as far as we're concerned. 8 games to go. Boring facts about Yeovil. Right. Yeovil. Interestingly, it says here that on Wikipedia, Houndstone redirects here. For the Pokemon species, see Houndstone Pokemon. Don't know whether that means anything with Yeovil, but Yeovil is a town and civil parish in Somerset, England. It is close to Somerset's southern border with Dorset, 126 miles west of London, 42 miles south of Bristol, 6 miles west of Sherborne, and 28 miles east of Taunton. The population of the built-up area, which includes the outlying areas of the town in the parishes of West Corker, Brimpton and Yeovil without, was 50,176 at the 2021 census. The aircraft and defence industries, which developed in the 20th century, made it a target for bombing in the Second World War. Did £7 worth of damage. There are still major employers. Yeovil County Park includes 9 springs. It's one of several open spaces with educational, cultural and sporting facilities. Religious sites include the 14th century Church of St John the Baptist. The town is on the A30 and A37 roads and has 2 railway stations. So there's the roads, and they do have railway stations. So that's good. Obviously, we're big fans of that as well. Climate. Yeovil has a temperate climate, generally wetter and milder than the rest of the country. Okay. Rainfall tends to be associated with the Atlantic depressions, aren't we all? Or the convection. Archaeologists' surveys have yielded Paleolithical burial and settlement sites mainly to the south of the modern town, particularly in Hanford, where a Bronze Age golden torque, which is a twisted collar, was found. Yeovil is on the main Roman road from Dorchester to the Fossway at Ilchester. The route of the old road is aligned with the A37 from Dorchester, Henford Hill, Rustywell, across the Westland site to Lark Hill Road and Vag Lane, rejoining the A37 at the halfway house pub at the Ilchester Road. But we all knew that though, didn't we? Really. The Westland site has evidence of a small Roman town. There are several Roman villas in the area. There's some medieval stuff. Ownership about monasteries, which we're not really bothered about. Here we officially designated as Yeovil Municipal Borough in 1854. The town continued to lend its name to the area with the creation of the local government district of Yeovil on the 1st of April 1974. What an April Fool's gag that was, by the way, with the merging several neighbouring rural and urban districts, which later became South Somerset, a now defunct district. Yeah, so again, April Fool, your South Somerset is now no longer there. Economy. Leandro manufactures helicopters in Yeovil, and Honeywell Aerospace, formerly Normal Air Garrett, the builder of aircraft oxygen systems, is also based there. So you want some aircraft, go to Yeovil. Symbol of Yeovil is the Jack the Treacle Eater, a folly consisting of a small archway topped by a turret with a statue on top. So they've got that, if you're interested. This town is surprisingly better than Bognor. This is so much better, isn't it? Yeovil's bus services are operated by First West of England, First Hampshire and Dorset, South West Coaches, Stagecoast West, South West, and Damery Coaches. These are centred around the bus station. Loads of routes, and they also have 2 railway stations. Yeovil Pen Mill is on the Bristol to Weymouth line, and Yeovil Junction is on the London Waterloo to Exeter line. So that's interesting and exciting, isn't it? Place of worship, fine. Sport, we understand. They've got that. Popular culture. Notable people. Here we go. This is the interesting one. So, Stukely Westcott was an early American settler of the 17th century, co-founder with Roger Williams and 11 others of Providence, Rhode Island, an early American asylum of religious freedom. And they've gone back a bit to try and find someone here, haven't they? Alison Adbergam, a social historian and fashion journalist, was born in Yeovil, as were film historian William K. Everson and traditionalist Catholic writer and public figure Michael T. Davis. Sports people from Yeovil include Luton Town defender Martin Crane, Olympic pentathlete Sam Wheel, and his twin brother Chris Wheel, who's a former professional goalkeeper. Heather Stanning, a gold medalist rower in the 2012 Olympic Games, was born in Yeovil. England Women's Rugby World Cup winner from 2014 and Freedom of the Town holder Marley Packer is from Yeovil. I mean, she's fucking smashed it, hasn't she? And Jim Gregan, a guitarist with Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel, musician PJ Harvey, John Parrish and his sister actress Sarah Parrish, and Flora Twart were born in Yeovil. Yeovil is... it just sounds crap, doesn't it? Sounds crap. But you know what, Katie? If you want the audiobook of that, I'll record it. I'm gonna stick my voiceovers up on Fiverr. Just me reading out information about shit towns. PJ Harvey's decent, yeah. Jesse Strang, actually, hasn't got an E on the end. Right, Peter Howard, we keep him on the shortlist. Great mustache, great goal scoring. Yeovil Junction train station is not even in Yeovil, it's in a nearby village. What? Stop the presses. Is it not even in Yeovil? You'd listen to the TG audiobook, Alice, you're too kind. Record an audiobook of Lord of the Rings for Katie, but skip any mention of Tom Bombadil. That would anger her, wouldn't it? Yeovil equals liars. Ding 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 ding. Film's already erased him. Surely a better footballer than Martin Crane has been born in Yeovil. Surely. Apparently not. Apparently not. That's the most important person that's ever been from Yeovil. So better yet, a Tony the Neanderthal audiobook. Do you know what? I would listen to that, Alice. I would. I'd listen to my own recording. I'd be like, this is going to be class. TJ trying to work out if he's the secret TJ. If there was a TJ audiobook, so much would be edited out. I don't think, Dan. I genuinely think if there was a TJ audiobook, it wouldn't have made the light of day, because they'd have just been like, we can't release any of this. A lot of it, like, all he had to do was read the words, and he said a lot of things I don't think he's meant to say. So I don't understand where any of this has come from, but a lot of it's libelous. Yeah. Secret Tony book scripted by someone else, read by AI. I'm here for it. Tony reads crossword clues. Oh, okay, I could do that. Do you know what? Right, let's do it. Okay? Right, how do I get a... Right, crossword, free, online. Okay. The one for Saga. Okay. Oh, these look quite difficult. Yeah, we're not doing that. And these aren't even like these aren't crossword clues, though, are they? Really, like item of footwear. Four letters. That's not item of footwear. Shoe. Surely. It is, but don't call me Shirley. I've cancelled it, by the way, if anyone's going to try and play. Wrong as boot. It could be boot, actually. Flip or flop. Sock. Could be sock. Bloody socks. Could just be feet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Toboggan. Jelly sandal. Yeah, I mean, that's more than 4 words. 4 letters, sorry. Now it's Brian Adams' time. Socks are underwear, not footwear. Oh, Katie, discuss. Discuss. Because you might be onto something here. The socks end up in an underwear drawer, don't they? Or not? If not in a specific underwear drawer, but they're certainly next to the underwear. You're right. They're not kept at the front where the shoe rack is. It's an interesting point. They're both surely. It's an interesting way of. I don't know, musician. I mean, look, they are. I mean, they could be footwear. You know, you could be, but you're probably going to wear them indoors, aren't you? You wouldn't go out in public without anything covering them. Ergo, underwear. Do you know what? It's a compelling argument. Does that make a t-shirt underwear? You could go out in just a t-shirt, though. Rich, I think is the stance here. Is that right, Katie? Oh, Dawson. You can go out in socks. You can go out in Crocs. You shouldn't. Is my jumper underwear when wearing under a coat? Well, it is under a coat, so it's underwear, technically. Layering. See, we're getting into the real topics here, chat. This is why we've got the tick. Yeah? If anybody was curious. Crocs are footwear for people who should wear a helmet at all times. Yeah. Crocs are for people who post Facebook statuses about their family going, thank you for everything you do. Like, that's what, like, Crocs are for people who just live in the middle. Like, they just live life in the middle lane, don't they? Like, every single post is happy birthday, hope you had a fantastic day. And then they've responded with, I had a wonderful day. My birthday has mainly consisted of opening presents and eating cake. Because that's all they do, innit? And also, if you wear Crocs, your Facebook profile picture is you holding an alcoholic beverage. Or you just stood in front of something. Yeah. I used to think this about Crocs until I tried them. But this is the problem, Bilbo Baggin. You know? Judging by your name, I mean, potentially, you know, they're going to be fine for your feet, but surely not. I had a crocking birthday, maybe a live, laugh, love stencil. Oh, they've definitely got that. Definitely got live, laugh, love written somewhere. Or they've got then like if you wear Crocs, you also post on Teams messages going, "It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Is it gin o'clock?" Crocs are for people who share missing dog posts from Australia. Yeah, Mrs. J's mum does that. One of my mates was feeding his chickens while wearing Crocs once. The silly boy won't do it again. Good. Referred to the husband as hubby. Yeah. Or even worse, Chris, they have a photograph that says 12 years with this one. Oh, sickening. If you wear Crocs, you're a magician. Wizardy woo. Teams message on a Wednesday that says morning is hump day. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. I used to do with this one, but then I grew up. Yeah, when you were 4, Katie, absolutely. But beyond that, you don't have to be mad to work it, but it helps. Yeah, just an example of the laughs we have. Curzon are winning, are they? They are. They're beating Buxton. Goes back to 8 points. We don't really look like we're threatening much. Do we go a bit more direct? What level do we put Crocs wearers that have charms in the hole? Oh, we burn them at the stake, MCG. Like, we don't even have to listen to what they've got to say. We don't listen to their defense. They just go. They're gone. You know what I mean? And we don't make any apologies about it as well. People that wear Crocs say they're going for a cheeky Nando's. They do, yeah. Oh no, we've given the ball away. And I've made 2 defensive changes. And we've gone direct. And we've had a look at Azare. And we've given a penalty away. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Bugger. Oh. I'd be dreadful on the traitors. Claudia's hands would be too cold. The network show Among Us night. Yes. Talk me through this, Alice, because am I right in thinking that it's a bit traitory? We've slipped to 10th. We've lost for the first time in 8 games. And cheeky Nando's implies that there's a serious Nando's. That's right, yeah. Town of Salem would be good as well. It's very secret Tony. Because I could be tempted by that, you know. We could do it. Friendships will be destroyed. I haven't got many friends anyway, so it's all right. We could. Among Us. Yeah, we could do that. It's only a couple of quid in it. Yeah, we could play. We could play Among Us. Not a problem. I have no right no look. It's not rude, Alice. It's probably true. I've got many acquaintances. I don't think I've got many particular. I don't think I've got particularly many friends. Obviously yourself, I would class as one, but there are some people who would very much keep me at arm's length and be like, no, not at all, not at all. He actually also as well. People who wear Crocs go. They invite their work friends out on stag do's. That's what it is. FM show, WFM show, Among Us would be awesome. We could make it happen. To be honest, me and Second Yellow Card were discussing starting our own podcast the other day, just to start talking about anything other than Football Manager. People who wear Crocs rice their potatoes. That feels like feels like a fair comment. People that wear Crocs go on stag do's when the wedding's been cancelled. I think that's it, yeah. And they go to Butlands. Battle of the Mods. JM, take it easy, my friend. A pleasure to see you. I wear Crocs when going outside the overflow fridge freezer in the outside building. Now, see, I haven't got Crocs, but I've got some sliders. Is that what they're called? I've got some really cheap, shitty ones. So I'll do that to go outside. But yeah, I still said to Mrs. J, I was like, I look like an idiot in these, don't I? I've just thought as well, Oxlaw, sorry, did you also do a boring town facts cash in? Um, 'Cause I'm concerned that maybe you didn't get your boring town facts. So if you did and you still want them, pick a town. Like Gloucester take on Lowestoft. Dan, we need Lowestoft to do us a solid here again against Gloucester. Oh, your boring fact was for Yeovil. Oh, okay, no problem. In that case, yeah, Chris, yours is going off. Harry Ham in on the follow. Welcome, Harry. Appreciate you. Yeah, give us a shit town. Glen Rothus was mentioned, but then Katie was just like, no. Nuneaton. Evening, HD OPO. Welcome in. We haven't done Nuneaton, have we? Rich, go on then. We'll do Nuneaton. I get the impression Nuneaton is pretty shit. Nuneaton is a market town in the Nuneaton and Bedworth district in northern Warwickshire, England, close to the county border with Leicestershire to the northeast. Nuneaton's population in the 2021 census was 88,813, making it the largest town in Warwickshire. Nuneaton's urban area, which also includes the large villages of Bulkington and Hartshill, had a population of 99,372 at the 2021 census. Nuneaton gained its name from a medieval nunnery which was established in the 12th century, when it became a small market town. It later developed into an important industrial town due to ribbon weaving and coal mining. The author George Eliot was born on a farm in the Arbury estate just outside Nuneaton in 1819 and lived in the town for much of her early life. Her novel, Scenes of Clerical Life, depicts Nuneaton. The George Eliot Hospital is named after her, and there's also a statue of her in town. I mean, if you love her so much, why don't you marry her? Nuneaton was originally an Anglo-Saxon settlement known as Eton or Eton, which translates literally as settlement by the water, referring to the river Anker. Eton was listed as the Domesday Book as a small farming settlement with a population of around 150. Domesday, that's not how you say Doomsday, is it? That is Doomsday. In the early 12th century, the settlement came under the control of the Beaumont family, and in around 1155, Robert de Beaumont granted his manor of Eton to the French abbey of Fortevraud, who established a Benedictine nunnery here, which became known as Nuneaton Priory. This is really dull. In the mid-17th century, a silk ribbon weaving industry became established in the local area, which included Nuneaton, Bedworth, Coventry, and much of North Warwickshire. This industry was enhanced by the arrival of French Huguenot immigrants in the latter part of the century, who brought with them new techniques. This industry operated as a cottage industry, with the weavers working from top shops, a small type of building which was specific to the local area and had living space in the 2 lower floors and a workshop with very large windows on the top floor. This industry flourished for nearly 2 centuries, albeit with periodic booms and slumps. It's fun, this, isn't it? It's fun. We're already bored. There's coal mining, other industries. Like Nuneaton is shit. This is how bad it is. On their Wikipedia, districts and suburbs of Nuneaton, adjacent and adjoining places, some of which fall outside the borough boundaries: Ainsley, Bulkington, Caldecott, and Hartshill. In case you're interested. Well, who's the famous people from well, again, transport? The town is near the M6, the M42 and the M69 motorway. There's also the main A5 trunk road, which acts as a border between Leicestershire and Hinckley. And then the A444 operates a high-speed dual carriageway route into the town from the south and often acts as a busy town centre ring road. Yeah. They also have rail as well, 2 railway stations as well, and a bus depot and a canal. The Coventry Canal passes through Nuneaton, which is very, very exciting. Let's see who the famous people are apart from George Eliot, because they love them. Quite a lot actually. Yeah, notable people. There's loads. Loads from Nuneaton. How have you had that many? Oh, God, I read 2 names wrong. Right. I read this. This is how you can see how my brain works. Paul Bradley, actor. Ben Daniels, actor. I thought for a second Paul Daniels was born in Nuneaton. He wasn't. Carol Decker from Tapau was, though. As was Larry Grayson, the comedian. Ken Loach, film director. Mary Whitehouse. Footballers. A Premier League referee, Stuart Atwell. John Curtis, former Chapman legend, I think. Dean Richards, the England rugby coach, not Dean Richards, the footballer. Peter Whittingham, the footballer. Nigel Winterburn. John Anderson, the referee from Gladiators. So 2 referees born in Nuneaton. Who'd have thought? Richard Freeman, the cryptozoologist, was born there. Wow, what a what a town! What a town Nuneaton is. There you go. That's where we need to go, right? More boring town facts. Katie, we'll have to do them tomorrow because it's 10 to midnight. So I'll refund you your points. I'll get one of the mods to refund you your points, and we can I mean, name me a place. Hart Hill, right? Go on. You can have Hart Hill. Right, Hart Hill near Nuneaton. Is that what you want? Hart Hill, South Yorkshire, or Hart Hill, Scotland? Hart Hill, Derbyshire. Hart Hill, Cheshire. Where would you like? Boring towns even put TJ to sleep, I know. Hart Hill in Scotland. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. Hart Hill is a rural village split between North Lanarkshire and West Lothian in Scotland, with most of the village in North Lanarkshire. It's located halfway between Glasgow, 21 miles to the west, and Edinburgh, 25 miles to the east. It lies on the River Almond, about 2.5 miles west of the small town of Whitburn. The closest major towns are Bathgate, 6 miles away, and Livingston, 10 miles away. Major towns within North Lanarkshire, such as Wishaw, Airdrie, Motherwell, Coatbridge, and Bells Hill, are around 10 to 15 miles to the west. The M8 motorway bypasses the village, and Hart Hill has a service station named after it. Yeah. Hart Hill grew up as a result of the coal mining industries of North Lanarkshire, and some of the original old miners' homes remain. Originally part of Linlithgowshire, it was eventually split between the ancient counties of West Lothian and Lanarkshire. The village of Greenrig is adjacent to Hart Hill on its east side and lies in West Lothian. Some remaining miners' homes, otherwise known as Miners' Rows, are also in Greenrig, along with the houses of Polkermet Road, Stanley Road, and Burns Crescent. The occupants worked in nearby Greenrig and Polkermet collieries, which were in West Lothian, and also Blair Muckle, Dews Hill, Hassock Rig, and others in Lanarkshire. Polkermet Deep Mine Coal Pit closed during the miners' strike in 1984 due to a mistake by the pickets, who stopped the firemen going in to keep the pumps maintained and the water at bay, which led to an unrecoverable flooding of the pit. Fuck's sake, Harts Hill. Like, literally, you were there fighting the miners' strike, and then you've had your pit closed by accident. Fucking hell. Just like... I love that. Imagine going home, just like, oh, what's the crap with the pit? Flooded. How'd you flood a pit? You had one job, literally one job. The steam engine, known as a pug, was used to pull coal wagons. Is now on display at the local Polkermet Country Park, formerly the private estate of local landowner Bailey Dynasty. Ooh, Bailey Dynasty sounds like an 80s porn star, doesn't it? Or maybe just a stripper, possibly. Let's go back. We don't really want to get into its religion. Nearby towns we've done, schools, it's fine. Gala Day has been a tradition in Hart Hill for over 100 years and includes neighbouring villages of Eastfield and Greenrig. A day of fun which begins with the colourful parade of floats, bands and people in fancy dress, which marches from the Alexander Payden Primary School on through the streets of all three villages and onto the Hart Hill Public Park. The crowning ceremony in the park ends the parade. Then the Queen begins the sports and fun. recent years have seen all sorts of events, including paragliding exhibitions, birds of prey, firework display, and much more. The travelling fair, known locally as the Shows, are also an attraction during Gala Week. Hart Hill, Eastfield and Greenriggs Children's Gala Day is held annually on the second Saturday in June. There you go. We can go there. Notable individuals. Here we go. Elizabeth Burns, illegitimate daughter of Robert Burns. Oh, okay. She married John Bishop, not the comedian, the overseer of the Polkamet estate. So, resided at the estate's halfway house. So, Alex Cunningham, Labour MP for Stockton North. Hugh McQueen, a footballer who played for Liverpool in the 19th century. Brother of Matt McQueen, who also played for Liverpool and was manager there. William E. Somerville, the aircraft designer. John Moore, who played for Luton Town. Eric Stevenson, who played for Hibs. Graham Weir, who played for Brecon City. Stephen Weir, who played for Melbourne City. And Colin Cloud, who was always a comedian. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, Colin Cloud's from there. I know Colin. I didn't know he was from there. There you go. Well, that's where we're going. We're all going to Hart Hill, actually. It's going to be our new. We'll do a subathon and we'll all go to the gala. Hart Hill isn't far from the greatest named place ever, Fannyside Lock. There you go. Don't get your lock in. Don't get. Oh yeah, you get it. You get it. Hart Hill is where FM.com will be. Hart Hill wins has Nuneaton had too many genuinely interesting people. Yeah, right. Should we go and manage Hart Hill now? I think that seems to be the. Who's their local team? East Lanarkshire FC. Sorry, the bastard daughter of Robbie Burns isn't exciting enough for you. I mean, it's exciting enough for me. There's also... Isn't it weird, though, how there's a lot of brothers who played football all come from Hart Hill? Like, there must be something in the water, dirty pit water, that, breeds footballing brothers and siblings. They're in the downloadable pyramid for Scotland. That's worrying, isn't it? If they're that far down. Like, oh dear. Go on, Dawson. Oh, disallowed. Chuck the kids back down the mine, we'll win a World Cup. Go on, and you go. It's the best way to do it, isn't it? I did start an Edinburgh FC offline save that I've lasted about 3 games on, because I thought, I wonder if I could do a Build a Nation or like a Scotland save, and I've not really continued with it. But my thought process was there. Oh, great ball. Turner. Dawson, penalty ref. Come on. But we're either going to get footballers or swimming champions. Where did you learn to swim? In a mine? Oh, Grady Macken. Oxlow, pleasure to have you in, my friend. Take care. We'll see you soon. See you tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow night. Right, this is huge because Scarborough... I forgot we were playing Scarborough. The league leaders. Everyone keep their eyes on Curzon. Curzon losing to Southport. Or become members of the X-Men. Yeah, either or. Either or. And this is all definitely plays into our favour. So I want to keep our eyes. I want to keep our eyes on Gloucester. Gloucester look like they're winning. 2-0 against Lowestoft. Fuck's sake, Lowestoft. Bedford look like they're winning. Fuck's sake, Bedford. Oh, they're drawing. And still, we're at 63 points. It's going to go to the wire, innit? And then, as Lama says, if we don't get promoted, this team's going to just be destroyed in the summer. And then we're going to have to try and like rebuild, hoping that we can sort of do some sort of like similar tactic to this. Surely they've missed a trick by not turning the pit flooding site into an underwater scuba site as opposed to a dryland scuba site. Oh no, Luke has gone past. Oh. We've slipped to 10th. Oh dear. There's only so much we can do, isn't there? Did we start our run a little bit too late in the year? That Peterborough Sport match is gonna kill us, isn't it? Oh, McEwen! What a goal! What a what a strike that is! A hell of a strike. It just dips under the keeper. Like, oh, that's hitting the bar every single match. But that, outstanding. Go on, McEwen. We've got to be going up, surely. 6 points behind Curzon. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. They're losing. Gloucester are 2-0 up. They're fighting as well. It's still promotion form, though. It's a bad start. You've found a system that works. If we don't quite make the playoffs, we're set for next year. Sign quality, not depth. We win the league. That's what we need to be telling the players. That's the speech we give them. Lama's absolutely right. I think what's worked out really nicely, in a weird way, is we've got rid of all the depth. We've literally just gone for, we have the bare bones. We don't have players for every position. We don't have multiple players anymore now. We just go with, we've got 15 players, 16 players. They're going to have to do. Are we about to beat? We're about to beat top of the league Scarborough. Come on. What a result. What a result that is. When you're a part-time club and only train twice a week, you find you get far fewer injuries. Is that right? Obviously, your what do you call it? Your fatigue and fitness will be a little bit lower, I guess. But I never thought of that. I never thought. Advice, don't exit the game. Most injuries are in training. That's interesting. That is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. I guess I have to finish. FM Crones, welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate the raid, my friend. How are we? Right. Do you know what? I'm going to have to do the last match on it because we can't leave the month undone. Although we have just beaten top of the league, so we should really leave it there, shouldn't we? The There'll be a few OCDers in the chat going, but you can't leave with the month. Still there. But I might, I might. The form is good. We were third, weren't we, at one point? It looks pretty good. Where are Geisley? Geisley 15th. 7 behind Curzon. Who have they got to play? St Albans, Scunthorpe. They've not really got to play. This is the test of FM26. Are you feeling one more gamey? Do you know what, Lama? You're absolutely right. It is, isn't it? This is the tech. This is the test. I think it's easier to feel one more game when you're winning, isn't it? It's definitely easier to feel one more game when you're winning. We could do a match, but then again, it's that thing of like, could just get some sleep, couldn't I? We are back tomorrow, though. We are back tomorrow, which always leaves them wanting more. Exactly. I think that's what we need to do, Lama. Is we call it there. We've just beaten top of the league. That's really, really important for us for the save for the season. I mean, look at that. Played 40, won 18, drawn 9, lost 13 now, scored 55, conceded 42. We are turning it around. It's definitely looking like we know what we're doing now. So I think, yeah, enjoy that. We've had fun tonight, as always. We come back tomorrow. We finish the season off. We get the notepads out. We start planning for next season. Whatever happens, whether we're in the playoffs, whether we're promoted, whether we're not, at least we have something to talk about tomorrow night. And that's where I think that we go with. So that's my plan at this moment in time. Let's go and tell you what, let's attempt to send you over to Mr. Maggio, actually, because he says here, promoted at last. Is there something in the dirty pit water? Maybe there is. Maybe there is. Right. Love you all. Thank you so much for tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Take care. Go and give some love to Sai. We'll see you tomorrow for hopefully a promotion party. Or if not, we've got 6 more matches left anyway in the league. So see you all tomorrow. Take care.